My name is Supriya. Today I am going to talk about the South Indian Dolls Festival called Kolu. Koluvu or Golu, which is very popular in entire South India and popular among South Indians all over the world. Basically, it's a festival about dolls. Dolls are arranged on steps. It could be 1 step, 3 step, 5 step, 7 steps, ready-made steps, or we can make it with cardboard boxes, or we can get it ordered. I know some traditional families which have custom made nearly 21 or 23 steps also. So this is basically a festival of 9 days of Navaratri, and it celebrates all the 3 goddesses, Lakshmi, Saraswati and Parvati. The first thing we put on a kolu is the kalash, which is absolutely nothing but a coconut which is mounted on a pot. It could be a wooden pot or a mud pot or a silver pot or a copper pot or whatever is the family custom. And on top of this there is a coconut which is mounted for the simple reason the coconut, which is a fruit, does not die out in the 10 days where it has to remain stationary. This particular pot is filled with either dry turmeric roots or water or dry fruits or rice or the family jewelry, whatever is the custom. The custom of Kolu is very old and ancient, and it has its roots in social and rural environment. There is absolutely no hard and fast rule. If you have small children, you can make them do Lego toys and exhibit them on one of the steps. Basically, this Kolu shows the rural culture. For instance, we have some instruments, we have some marriage dancers, we have some singers, or we have some traditional merchant and his wife selling some wares like grocery, etc. The day-to-day scenes from our social, economic, our normal life is shown in this Kolu. It can also depict some dolls from mythology, or to make life easy, some of your children's dolls. The second most important point of Kolu is the wooden dolls, which are handed from a mother to the daughter in her marriage. Like I said, Kolu is a depiction, it's a celebration of all the 3 goddesses, Lakshmi, Saraswati and Parvati. 7th day, we celebrate for goddess Saraswati. We keep the student books, or if you cannot find anything, just the cookery books or any manual, etc. And we worship it and we thank the goddess Saraswati for giving us knowledge. The 9th day is Ayudha Navami, which means we worship the tools of the tools which help us in earning our livelihood. For instance, for a farmer, the sickle is very important. For a doctor, his stethoscope is important. For a student, his pen is important. For a cook, the ladles, the vessels are all important. For instance, the computer is important, etc. So we just keep all these things and then we worship them. There is no great hard and fast rule about what you offer to the gods, but we usually offer some fruits and then some lentils. Lentils, as we know, we have more than 2000 types of lentils, which is very rich in protein, and especially a lot of vegetarians use this to increase their protein intake. Women, ladies, children, girls, they get dressed up in all finery, all silks, all velvet, all jewelry, and they go house to house inviting other ladies and girls for a simple give and take ceremony, which is absolutely nothing but good old betel leaves and some sandalwood, in other words we call it turmeric, and we also call it vermilion, and some bangles. And some families have a custom of giving some small gift like a comb or a mirror or a small money purse, etc. Basically, these are all the things which are required by a married lady. There is a lot of exchange of fun and frolic irrespective of caste, creed, religion and race. And there is a lot of exchange of pleasantries, sweets and snacks. So here's wishing Happy Dussehra to all of you.